The moment everyone thought was impossible just happened, and fans are losing their minds. What does it mean when Jessica Caban suddenly appears at a high-profile event tied to Bruno Mars? Is this just coincidence, or the biggest relationship comeback of 2026? Before we dive deeper, make sure you stay tuned until the end, because what insiders are quietly hinting at might completely change everything you thought you knew about their relationship. It all started with a seemingly ordinary night that quickly turned into a viral sensation. Cameras flashing, fans screaming, and then, out of nowhere, Jessica Caban was spotted entering the same exclusive venue hosting Bruno Mars' latest event. The energy shifted instantly. Social media exploded within minutes. Keywords like Jessica Caban Bruno Mars reunion, Bruno Mars girlfriend 2026, and celebrity couple comeback began trending across platforms at lightning speed. For years, this couple has been known for doing things differently. Unlike many celebrity relationships constantly in the spotlight, Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban built their story on privacy, subtlety, and quiet loyalty. They rarely posted together, rarely addressed rumors, and almost never gave fans direct confirmation about the status of their relationship. And yet, that silence only made people more curious, more invested, and more obsessed with every small clue. But here's where things start to get interesting. Witnesses at the event didn't just see Jessica casually walking in. According to multiple reports, her presence wasn't random. She appeared comfortable, familiar, even welcomed. That single detail has sparked intense speculation online. Because in Hollywood, especially at exclusive industry gatherings, access is everything. You don't just show up unless you're meant to be there. And then came the moment that truly sent fans into overdrive. Several attendees claimed that Jessica was seen interacting with people from Bruno Mars' inner circle. Not just polite greetings, but warm, genuine exchanges that suggested ongoing connections. Some even hinted that Bruno himself was aware of her presence long before she arrived. Coincidence? Or careful coordination? Pause for a second and think about that. If there was distance between them, if things had truly ended, would she be there at all? Would the environment feel that natural? Or are we witnessing something much bigger quietly unfolding behind the scenes? Midway through the night, the tension only grew stronger. Online fan communities began dissecting every available clip, zooming into reflections, analyzing body language, and comparing timelines. This wasn't just curiosity anymore. It became a full-scale investigation driven by millions of fans who refused to believe this is just a random encounter. And here's the twist that changes everything. Insiders close to the situation have started dropping subtle hints. Nothing confirmed, nothing official, but enough to ignite serious speculation. Words like reconnection, ongoing communication, and not fully over have begun circulating in entertainment circles. While no direct statement has been made by either Jessica Caban or Bruno Mars, the pattern is becoming harder to ignore. Let's break it down. Public appearance together? Not exactly, but proximity at a major event? Check. Comfortable presence in shared spaces? Check. Continued ties to inner circles? Check. Lack of denial from both sides? Also check. This is exactly how modern celebrity relationships operate when they're rebuilding quietly. No dramatic announcements, no public declarations, just subtle moves, strategic appearances, and moments that speak louder than words. But there's still one question that hasn't been answered. Why now? Bruno Mars is currently dominating headlines again, with renewed attention on his music, performances, and influence in the industry. Timing matters in Hollywood, and moments like this are rarely accidental. Could Jessica's appearance be a sign of support, personal decision, or something more calculated that aligns with a bigger narrative unfolding in Bruno's career? And just when you think you've figured it out, another layer appears. Some fans believe this isn't a comeback at all. Instead, they argue that the relationship may have never truly ended. That what we're seeing now is simply the first visible crack in a long-standing wall of privacy. If that's true, then everything changes. This isn't a reunion, it's a reveal. As the night came to an end, one thing became crystal clear. This story is far from over. No official confirmation, no public statement, but undeniable signals that something is happening beneath the surface. The real question is no longer, are they together? But how long have they been reconnecting without us knowing? Because in a world where every celebrity move is tracked, analyzed, and shared within seconds, the most powerful stories are often the ones told in silence. And right now, Jessica Caban and Bruno Mars are telling a story that has everyone watching and waiting. So what do you think? Is this the beginning of a real comeback? Or just another moment that fans are reading too deeply into? Drop your thoughts below, join the conversation, and don't forget to stay tuned. Because if this story continues to unfold, you'll want to be the first to know. And just when the buzz seemed like it couldn't get any louder, a new layer of mystery quietly emerged. One that only the most observant fans managed to catch. Because while the headlines were focused on that single appearance, something else was happening behind the scenes, something subtle, but potentially far more revealing. In the hours following the event, activity surrounding Jessica Caban and Bruno Mars began to shift in a way that longtime followers immediately recognized. It wasn't a direct interaction, no obvious photos together, no public statements, but the digital footprint they left behind, that told a different story. Fans noticed timing patterns, posts going up and disappearing, indirect references, and what some are calling synchronized silence. It may sound like a stretch, but in the world of celebrity culture, these microsignals often carry massive meaning, especially when it comes to two people who have built their entire relationship on being intentionally private. And then came the speculation that pushed everything into overdrive. A well-known fan account, famous for accurately tracking celebrity movements, pointed out that both Jessica and Bruno had been in the same city multiple times over the past few months, far more often than previously believed. No public sightings, no media coverage, just quiet overlaps that, when placed side by side, start to form a pattern that's hard to ignore. Now here's where things get even more intense. Sources close to the entertainment industry are beginning to suggest that this isn't just about a personal relationship. It could also connect to something bigger happening in Bruno Mars' career. Timing, once again, becomes the key factor, because major artists don't move randomly. Appearances, connections, even who shows up at their events. It all plays into a broader narrative. So could Jessica Caban's presence be more than emotional? Could it be support during a pivotal moment? A sign of stability behind the scenes as Bruno navigates a new phase in his career? Or is it something even deeper? A quiet confirmation that despite all the rumors, distance, and speculation, their bond never really broke. Let that sink in for a second. Because if this isn't a reunion, but rather a continuation, then everything fans have been debating for years suddenly flips. The on and off narrative disappears. The breakup rumors lose their weight. And what remains is a completely different story. One of consistency, loyalty, and a connection that exists beyond public validation. But just when it seems like the pieces are finally coming together, another twist appears. Some insiders are now hinting that those closest to Bruno Mars have always maintained a strong relationship with Jessica Caban, regardless of what the public believed. And if that's true, it changes the interpretation of that event appearance entirely. It wasn't a return. It wasn't a surprise. It was normal. And that's exactly what makes this situation so powerful. Because in an industry driven by drama, public breakups, and attention-grabbing headlines, the idea of a relationship surviving quietly, without spectacle, feels almost impossible. Yet here we are, watching what could be one of the most low-key, long-term celebrity relationships continue to evolve in real time. Now here comes the part that has fans truly divided. On one side, you have those who believe this is the beginning of a public reappearance, a slow rollout that will eventually lead to more sightings, maybe even a confirmed moment together. A red carpet, a photo, something undeniable. On the other side, there are fans who think the opposite. They believe this might be the most we ever get, that this single appearance, this carefully unspoken moment, is exactly how Jessica and Bruno choose to exist. Connected, present, but never fully exposed to the public eye. And honestly, looking at their history, that theory holds weight. But wait, because there's one final detail that might be the biggest clue of all. According to multiple event insiders, there was a noticeable shift in atmosphere when Jessica arrived. Not chaotic, not dramatic, but aware. People noticed, conversations changed, attention subtly redirected, and most importantly, there was no confusion about her presence. No one asked, "Why is she here?" Instead, the reaction reportedly felt more like, "Of course she's here. Think about that." Because that single perspective might reveal more than any photo or statement ever could. It suggests familiarity, acceptance, continuity, the kind of dynamic that doesn't need explanation because it was never truly broken in the first place. And if that's the case, then what we're witnessing isn't a comeback story. It's a rare glimpse into something that never ended. As the conversation continues to explode online, one thing is absolutely certain. The world is watching closer than ever. Every move, every appearance, every silence. It all matters now. Because fans aren't just looking for confirmation anymore. They're looking for truth. And the truth, at least for now, remains just out of reach. Hidden somewhere between public appearances and private realities. So the question remains, what happens next? Will Jessica Caban and Bruno Mars take another step into the spotlight together? Or will they retreat once again into the quiet, controlled space they've mastered for years? Either way, one thing is undeniable. This story isn't fading. It's building. And if you've been following closely, you already know when it comes to moments like this, the biggest reveal usually comes when you least expect it. So stay alert, keep watching, and pay attention to the smallest details. Because the next clue might already be out there, waiting to be discovered. And just when fans thought they had reached peak speculation, a new wave of curiosity began building, slower, deeper, and far more intense than before. Because now, this wasn't just about a single appearance anymore.